Hello and welcome to Runcie Studios. This is an artist safe space and art haven. Today we're going to be talking about finding focus as an artist. For me, I've gone through many toils and challenges of finding focus with my art. Over and over again, I just have a hard time deciding what I would do for the rest of my life if I didn't have a chance to switch my style or switch my medium. And would I be able to find focus and stay true to one vision? But with such major advancements in artist mediums, it's so easy to branch out, to be something and try materials that you've never used before, especially for artists that use non-traditional mediums. It's completely limitless at this point. Years ago, I was a designer who drew a lot of cartoons. In other words, I was in a black hole of experimentation. And the reality is that in our society, we should have enough time to pursue a multitude of skill sets and still reach mastery in at least one of them. I enjoy using a myriad of mediums. And I think everybody should be willing to experience and test out different materials, see what they're drawn to, see what works best for them. So allow me to explain a little bit. For me, I see myself as a studio painter first and foremost. The majority of my hours go into painting, designing for murals and things of that nature. Small amounts of television and rest, studying, learning different artists and learning different business techniques and things to help elevate myself. Even back when I was in school, going to Texas State, I was always practicing and always painting and always working towards developing my skills, not necessarily locking in and finding a focus on one style, but just focusing on my skills in general and my understanding. A lot of my spare time was used to take macro photography and design logos, study advertising. I designed skateboards and skateboard shirts for my little skate company, Tan Man Longboards. That was a lot of fun. But in other words, I felt like I only made art. I was really focused on my craft. And this is one of the most feasible ways to make a solid body of work. Because essentially, you're not procrastinating and you're staying prolific. Your focus is on creating work and just getting your ideas down. Not worrying so much about waiting for a job or someone to inspire you, but just constantly creating. And that really helped to hone my focus of what I like to see and where my work was going. When you do that, you also get this sense of what I call artistic rejuvenation. You're constantly experimenting and keeping yourself on your toes, catching yourself off guard, because that's what an artist needs to feel fulfilled in terms of experimentation and leaving no rock unturned. Really trying to find what works best for you. I think that's half the fun. Another big part about finding your focus is that, the reassuring fact is that many of us have tried it before. We've all found tons of difficulty going between different mediums, straddling concepts and different convictions of what you feel you should be doing. We've all been there, but that is what it takes to become an artist, especially an established artist with many years of art behind you. In the end, time truly does the work for us, deciphering what's most important for each artist's work. Don't force yourself into a niche, or more honestly, a hole, unless you want to. If you're inspired by another artist, don't just look at the work that they currently make that inspires you, but look back at the bodies of work that they've created And there's a good chance that you would have not known they were creating so many different styles of work. For example, one of my favorite portrait artists, Chuck Close, he has attacked portraiture through so many different styles and methodologies, and all of them are breathtaking. All of them explore something very particular and something very important to what was going on during the time periods in his life. Don't worry so much about focusing in terms of being in the studio every day and always creating, but finding a focus in terms of really listening to who you are and focusing on yourself, giving yourself a chance to be heard, giving yourself a chance to create, and leave all the judgment for another time. This has been another episode of Runcie Studios. Until next time, you guys, take care.